Real Madrid in the first leg of that Champions League encounter in midweek. So plenty of work to do. As Jota looks like he's picked up a knock here. Just played the ball out to the far right-hand side for Liverpool. He took a kick as he did so from Nakamba. He's feeling the effects of that one. Nakamba, one of two changes for Villa this afternoon. The other seeing Trezeguet coming into the team. He was excellent for Villa when he came off the bench against Fulham. Completely changed that game. They were 1-0 down against Fulham. Ended up winning the game 3-1 last Sunday afternoon. Foul in midfield now by Liverpool. And played forward towards Traore. He's tackled well, and then it's clipped out to Salah on the far side. Salah works it to Alexander-Arnold. Crossing position here for Liverpool. Pulls it back, and it's a good block in the end by Target. Turns it behind for a corner kick. He did well there, the Villa left back. Alexander-Arnold. A bit of a roller coaster ride for him the last month or so. Dropped from the England side, then had a really good game against Arsenal, but was at fault for one of Real Madrid's goals in midweek. And questions being asked as to whether he's going to go to the Euros. He's going to take this corner kick now. Takes it short in the end. Plays it back to Milner. Now back to Alexander-Arnold in line with the edge of the penalty area. Gets the cross in. Drops on the edge of the box for Robertson. He finds Salah inside the penalty area. Salah will drill it towards goal, and Martinez makes a good save at his near post. Good stop by the summer signing from Arsenal. First effort on goal. No surprises perhaps that it came from Mo Salah. 18 Premier League goals to his name this season. Corner taken short again. Here's Salah. Works it back to Milner. Former Villa man just slips that one through into the box. Jota looking to make room for the shot. He gets the shot away. It's blocked. A couple of appeals for handball. Comes back to Salah. He strikes left-footed. That's blocked. Jota again. Still inside the penalty area for Liverpool. Liverpool 0, Aston Villa 0. And eventually Jota's forced back towards the halfway line. He's played out to the right-hand side now. And Alexander-Arnold unable to do much with that. Goes out of play for a throw-in. First sight of goal, though, for Liverpool. And a long throw finds Salah. Goes back down the line. Fabinho has it here. And they go back inside their own half as the sun just starts to peek out on Merseyside on a Saturday afternoon. Grand National Saturday, so plenty of sporting action coming from the Liverpool Merseyside area. Fabinho with the ball on the halfway line. Worked out to the far side. Alexander-Arnold has it now. Infield to Firmino. Who's been brought back into the side today in place of Mane. Jurgen Klopp. We'll just break off. Firmino has it here towards the edge of the box, looking for Jota. Cleared away by Villa again, though. Villa have got an excellent record away from home this season. I've watched them quite a few times actually in these games against sort of the established big six. Played really well against both Manchester United and City in losing efforts earlier in the season. But look at their away form. Picked up 7 victories from 15 away matches. As the ball is worked out to this near side for Cash. Cash plays it down the right hand side. McGinn can't bring it under control. Fabinho wins it back. He was excellent the other night against Arsenal. And then he's upended by Douglas Luiz, and that's a foul on the halfway line. And Fabinho will take it short. Out to Milner. It's a cold but dry afternoon on Anfield by all accounts as the ball is clipped over the top. Here's Jota into the penalty area. Good run. And eventually he goes down. And the referee, Paul Tierney, has adjudged him to have pulled down McGinn as those two were tussling for the ball. A nice ball in behind though for Diogo Jota. He's been excellent for Liverpool this season. Got a brace last week, of course, against Arsenal. Just looked really hungry. That took his tally for Liverpool this season to 12 goals. And now he's keeping Sadio Mane out of the side. Mane celebrating his 29th birthday today, but having to do so from the bench. The ball is not long downfield. One in the air by Milner. Work back to Martinez. Not good clearance by him. Picked up in midfield by Wijnaldum. And out to the right-hand side for Alexander-Arnold. Back to Phillips on the halfway line. Liverpool controlling possession in the early stages. Liverpool 0, Aston Villa 0. Jurgen Klopp saying that they got nothing right in that first fixture against Villa earlier on in the season. The two sides have met since then. Liverpool were winning 4-1 at Villa in the FA Cup, but that was a game, if you do remember, where Villa had a COVID outbreak in the camp and they had to play the reserves. Incredible effort by the reserves as well against a near full-strength Liverpool side as Phillips whacks the ball long into the penalty area, headed away by Cash. Milner collects it and keeps possession under pressure from Traore, then finds Firmino, edge of the box. Firmino looking for a bit of room to shoot, but foot comes in from Nakamba and pokes it back to his goalkeeper. Liverpool 0, Aston Villa 0, but the Reds starting the better as they seek to end this run of 6 straight home defeats. Mo Salah with the only effort on goal so far. Ball worked to the near left-hand side for Liverpool in the first half, and Salah had a bit of room to get his shot away, forcing Emi Martinez into a smart save. Salah's also had a shot close down inside the box, appeals for handball, but referee Paul Tierney was unmoved. Aston Villa trying to play out from the back, but finding it difficult at the moment. Their only real sight of the Liverpool goal was from a free kick, which was headed clear. Liverpool on top of the minute, but it's Liverpool 0, Aston Villa 0. Jurgen Klopp wrapped up warm, as I say. It's a bit of a chilly afternoon, but conditions really perfect for the football, you'd say. Ball work back to Alisson in goal. Alisson, who has been, a little bit unpredictable at times. A couple of errors, particularly in that game against Man City, which stand out. But certainly wouldn't consider replacing him or anything like that. He's just not been as solid, but that's been a theme that runs throughout the Liverpool side this year, you'd say. And the ball is switched across to Cash. Now in field it goes and picked up by Firmino. Liverpool looking to come forward here. Switch of play looks for Salah. He can't reach that pass. Liverpool pick it up in midfield again, though. They're doing well at recycling possession and winning those second balls. Salah has it on the right-hand side now. Drifts in field, tries to work the 1-2 with Firmino. The ball back to Salah wasn't the best. He keeps it down by the corner flag out on the far right-hand side. Down the line it goes to Alexander-Arnold. Now Salah. Again, Firmino's touch is poor. Trying to just lay it off into the path of Salah. And now it's down the other end and Watkins is after it, but Alisson had read the danger well off his line. Smart Cruyff turn on the edge of the box as well before playing the ball out to Milner. Milner down the line finds Robertson, who skips inside Cash. He's going to switch play out to the far side. There's a lovely pass from Robertson to find Salah. Salah into the box and cleared over the crossbar in the end by Mings, who was taking no chances there. It will be a corner kick. Good stuff from Liverpool. Nice switch of play from left to right. Aston Villa on the back foot at the moment, but they have won 6 of their 13 visits in the Premier League to Liverpool. And they gave Liverpool a good game, I seem to remember last season. Yeah, Liverpool had already wrapped up the title, but it's quite a difficult one. It ended 2-0 to Liverpool, but it wasn't an easy fixture, that one. The ball is played in, headed away at the near post. Going to come towards Milner. He fires it back out to the far side, and then Alexander-Arnold's touch completely deserts him. And it bounces off him behind for a goal kick. I think Alexander-Arnold was thinking about what he was going to do next when he brought that ball under control, rather than thinking about controlling it. As I say, plenty of debate over whether he'll go to Euro 2020 with England. Can't quite believe he won't. Such a special talent, and easy to forget he's only 22 years old as well. Liverpool having the lion's share of possession in the early stages, as you might imagine. 70% in favour of the Reds, as that ball is played long by Martinez. One in the air by Milner. They're completely dominating midfield as the ball slipped through. Mistake at the back. Here's a chance for Salah. Pokes it past the goalkeeper and wide of the post. That should have been 1-0 to Liverpool. Huge let-off for Villa. Mistake at the back. And Mings, who was at fault for Fulham's goal last week, making a horrible error there. He should have cut out the pass. Instead, it went under his boot. And Salah flicked it round Martinez and wide. That should have been 1-0 though. Great opportunity. I think Salah was claiming Martinez saved it, but he didn't. And Villa just cannot get out of their own half at the minute. Again, they knock it out from the back from the goal kick, but straight back to Liverpool. Come forward now with a throw-in that Milner takes. Milner gets pushed over, and that's a free kick. Milner takes it quickly down the line for Jota. Jota cuts in field. Ball breaks the way of Wijnaldum, who is approaching the end of his contract at Liverpool. Could walk away for nothing at the end of the season. That seems likely to happen. Now back to Alisson. Very much in control of this game. Good performance so far from Jurgen Klopp's side, who, as I say, could go level with West Ham in fourth with a victory this afternoon. Chelsea to play a little bit later. They could go back into fourth place with a win. They take on Crystal Palace, a game you can hear on this service at 5:30. There's Alexander-Arnold coming forward for Liverpool down the right-hand side over the halfway line. Villa backing off at the minute as Alexander-Arnold fizzes that into Firmino. Firmino's going to take a shot on himself and drags it across the face of goal. Just sat up invitingly for the Brazilian. As I said about Alisson, not had his best season either. 6 goals to his name. It's more than just the number of goals he scores, but 6 is certainly a number he would have hoped to have bettered by this stage of the campaign. I wonder whether perhaps I might decide to move Firmino on if somebody came in for him at the end of the season. As Martinez knocked the ball long downfield. Ball flicked on. And Alisson comes right up to the edge of his box. Nearly a breakdown in communications between him and Kabak there, but he did get the clearance away under a bit of pressure from Watkins. Ball flicked out to the far side by Watkins. Under a bit of pressure. Gets it back to target. Now Nakamba. A switch of play to Cash. Villa's best spell in the last 10 minutes or so. Played into the box. Headed towards goal is way off target and goes out of play eventually for a throw-in. Got a touch off a Liverpool player, so it will be a Villa throw. Winding this one up is Cash, who's going to try and launch it into the box, the former Forest man. 16 minutes played. Liverpool 0, Aston Villa 0. Having the better of it, but not making the breakthrough. And Cash hills that one in. It's a little bit off target, that throw, and it's headed clear by Liverpool. And Firmino will break over the halfway line. Slips it behind looking for the run of Salah, but target's quick and will actually tidy up at the back. Puts it out of play for a throw, but Liverpool now deep into Villa territory. Firmino will take the throw, eager to get on with it. Gets it back and then finds Fabinho midway inside Villa's half. Chip down the line. Here's Firmino. Firmino plays it off Cash and wins his side another throw. Taken quickly again. Comes into Firmino. Firmino tries to pull it back. Breaks for Jota. Tight angle. Jota, can he find a teammate? Edge of the box. Fabinho on his right foot. Works it to Salah. Salah's first touch is poor, but he finds Alexander-Arnold. He plays a low ball in towards a near post. And Martinez, I think, turned it behind, but off a Liverpool man, did he? The offside flag actually has gone up in the end. Referee on the... the assistant referee on the far side. Took a little while to make his mind up. Looking at the replay again, Alexander-Arnold puts that ball in. It's tight, but I think he's got it right, that decision. So, free kick for Villa. Looked a little bit stretched there. A bit half asleep at times. Liverpool 0, Aston Villa 0, but the Reds really should be ahead. Mo Salah, top scorer for them this season, missing a golden opportunity to make the breakthrough. Mistake at the back by Tyrone Mings, who was looking to intercept a through ball. It went underneath his boot though, and Salah was one-on-one with the goalkeeper. He'd have put a sizable sum on him finding the back of the net, but instead flicked it past Martinez and the far post. There's also been an opportunity for Roberto Firmino, who's dragged his shot wide across the face of goal. It's all Liverpool at the moment. Nervy moment at the back for the Reds when Kabak and Alisson nearly had a breakdown in communication, but otherwise they're looking complete control of this game. They're winning all the second balls in midfield, and Villa just about hanging on for the time being. It's Liverpool 0, Aston Villa 0. As the ball is played out from the back by Liverpool, straight into Villa's possession though. They will clear it from downfield. One in the air though by Liverpool again. As I say, they're picking up all those second balls in midfield, and it's chipped over the top, too far though. And Martinez will take the catch. Easy enough. And again, Liverpool win the ball back inside Villa's half, this time via Wijnaldum. He's got men around him and has to go back towards the halfway line in the end. Now here's Jota. Shoots over and behind for a goal kick, not one of his better efforts. Jota certainly, as we talked about before, he's got more in his locker than that. Just having another look at this chance for Mo Salah. Tyrone Mings was all too casual then. He looks cool and calm, doesn't he? Chewing gum as he plays. That ball is slipped through by Villa, looking for Watkins. He's out-muscled on the edge of the box though by Kabak. Good defending by the January arrival. Ball played out to this near side now, where Robertson will carry it forward. Drops it short for Jota. Here's Milner, halfway line for Fabinho. Kabak. Kabak will go long. Right-footed pass out to the far side is cut out by Target. Nearly 20 minutes played. Liverpool 0, Aston Villa 0. Good pace about the game. A couple of good chances as well that Liverpool have missed. They haven't scored from open play at Anfield, I think, in 7 matches now. The last win in the league at Anfield, this is all in the league by the way, of course they won the Champions League game against RB Leipzig, but in the league their last win was mid-December when they beat Tottenham by 2-1. Think about the fact they came into the season having not lost, I think they made it to nearly 4 years, didn't they, without a home defeat in the league. And then to have lost 6 on the bounce is quite some collapse. Ball over the top, collected by Alexander-Arnold. Trees it down the line. Intercepted by Mings. Strong challenge comes in from Fabinho. Unfair challenge as well, according to our referee. So free kick for Villa in a good position. Need to do more of that. Villa winning the ball in midfield, nicking the ball there off Fabinho. Douglas Luiz it was who giving this side an opportunity to excuse me, put the pressure on from this free kick. Concert and Mings going up from the back. Scored 7 against Liverpool earlier in the season. And they get 1 here. Ball in deep towards the far post. It's a free header and it should be 1-0. Ezri Konsa has missed a glorious chance for Aston Villa. It's a fantastic free kick in. Found Concert at the far post. Now Liverpool coming forward at the other end. Salah, edge of the box on the right hand side, under a bit of pressure. He's passed back. Doesn't find its intended target, but they keep possession. But Ezri Konsa header straight at Alisson in the end. Well, he had to make a slight movement, but an easy save nonetheless for the goalkeeper. It's a great ball in, and it should have been 1-0. Still 0-0 though. Ball fed in field for Milner. Just a bit surprised not to see Thiago in the side today. Dropped for the game against Real Madrid as well, as ball is towards Firmino. He's out muscle on the edge of the box, and Liverpool They have to scurry back because here comes Watkins. He's skipped away from 2 tackles. Watkins charging forward. Is he brought down from behind? Referee says no. It was good covering in the end by Phillips. Thought he'd been caught out there, Phillips, but got back and recovered well. Alexander-Arnold, ball in behind, is a good one for Salah, but Salah's touch just overruns it. It's put out of play for a throw-in on the far side. Liverpool looking to keep the pressure on Villa here, nearly midway through the first half. An enjoyable first half, but just a couple of mistakes by both sides, individual errors that could have proved costly, but they've got away with them. Nobody picked Konsa up from that ball played in towards the far post from Target's free kick. Really should have tested Alisson more at the very least. Here's Firmino to Fabinho. Now Alexander-Arnold, angle ball into the box, cleared up but not really away by Mings. And coolly headed back to his goalkeeper by McGinn. And Martinez under no real pressure. And get this away, just looking at that free kick again. Konsa, it's a beautiful delivery in towards the far post. I've absolutely no idea who's supposed to be marking him. There's a group of 3 Villa players on the edge of the box who split when the ball's played in, and Konsa's the one that just loses his marker completely. How he didn't score is one that you might still be thinking about. He's Jota, does really well, battling away with 2 Villa players. Then he has his shirt pulled back, and that could be the first yellow card of the afternoon. Ezri Konsa knew what he was doing there. Jota just out-fought him, really. And so yellow card for Konsa. First one that Paul Tierney has had to show. It will be a free kick for Liverpool on his left-hand side. Looks like Alexander-Arnold's going to take this one. Robertson has just run away from the ball. Here comes the free kick. It was a penalty spot, headed away by Villa. Goes back out and collected by Trezeguet. A little bit of pressure, he loses possession, but the referee says that Milner's gone through the back of Trezeguet to win that one. And it will be a free kick on the halfway line. Milner with the captain's armband on this afternoon. Of course, still no Jordan Henderson in the side. Liverpool still missing a few key players, as Douglas Luiz has gone down here. He might have a problem calling the medical team on for Villa. So let's wait and see. Good interview with Douglas Luiz I read today about how he's proud to be from a favela and hopes that he can perhaps inspire other kids to get out of tough situations they find themselves in. So break in play whilst Luiz gets a bit of treatment. Hope he'll be able to continue. We will wait and see. In terms of options on the bench for Villa today to fill that role, I've got a few. Down Barkley, Ramsey as well. Some midfielders they could bring on. Not really quite as holding as Douglas Luiz. No Sanson in the squad today. Got a bit of a reshuffle as well. Drop back McGinn into that position. El Ghazi could come on. Not looking great in the fact that Douglas Luiz has been stayed down for this long, and they are going to have to make a change here. And it is Jacob Ramsey, who's going to come onto the field of play. There's a setback for Villa. Seen Ramsey a bit this season. Looks tidy. Still learning his trade, but something not right with Douglas Luiz. He's going to have to go off. I wonder if he took a bang to the head somewhere along the line, but deep in conversation. as is Craig Shakespeare and Dean Smith on the halfway line. So a lengthy delay to the game. Douglas Luiz is trying to convince the medical staff that perhaps it's okay to continue. So Ramsey's ready to come on. He's going to have to leave the pitch anyway, temporarily. I think it must be a concussion protocol because he's moving freely, walking off the pitch under his own steam. So let's see whether they do make this change now. Still deep in conversation about all this. 3 or 4 coaching staff and Dean Smith got involved now. Strange situation this, because Douglas Luiz is saying that he wants to stay on. But, Jacob Ramsey's ready to come on. Bizarre situation. Yeah, I think it's got to be... Well, he's going to come back on now. This is a strange one. So Jacob Ramsey was stripped and ready to come on, but he's going to sit back down again. Liverpool 0, Aston Villa 0. But Villa probably should be ahead in this game. They've been on the back foot for large parts of the match, but had a great opportunity when Matt Targett's free kick towards a far post found an unmarked Ezri Konsa. He was unable to test Alisson or even beat him, headed it straight at the goalkeeper when he should have done a lot better. Poor marking from Liverpool, nearly coming back to haunt them, having dominated this game for large parts. They've worked the ball into a couple of good positions, but not really been able to fashion much since Mo Salah missed that golden opportunity when there was a mistake at the back. Diogo Jota looking busy as you would expect up front for them. Just had a lengthy delay in play whilst Douglas Luiz received some medical attention. Looked like a concussion issue. Jacob Ramsey was stripped and ready to come on, but Douglas Luiz is carried on playing after a bit of a debate between Luiz and several members of the coaching staff. So confusion over whether Douglas Luiz needs to go off or not. No confusion over the scoreline though. Liverpool 0, Aston Villa 0. That's Fabinho. I think he's on his side, a free kick in a good position here. Chopped down by McGinn. And it's a free kick in a very good position with half an hour played. Let's see whether Liverpool can fashion much from this. I think there might be a few repercussions with that Douglas Luiz thing as well. Keep going back to that. If he has got any sign of concussion, he really probably should have taken him off. Free kick then for Liverpool. Around about 30 yards out. Sorry, a bit less than that. A bit less than that as Arnold strikes the ball over the top of the bar in the end, and convinced Emi Martinez got a touch on it on its way through. Looking at it again, it was a well-hit free kick. I don't think he touches that. It brushes the top of the goal. Let's have another look at the slowed down replay. He might get fingertips to it, but not with the naked eye. It's obvious as Robertson puts the corner in and it's headed over the bar, and that should be 1-0. And it's Jota who was so good with his head against Arsenal last time out. And the wait for a goal from open play for Liverpool continues. Cracking ball in, and Jota about 7 yards out should score. He's got between 2 defenders there. Not sure he's let him go. It looks like Mings. And that was a glorious opportunity. As Liverpool have it back in midfield. Fabinho. Now here's Jota again. He loses possession though. Traore looking to capitalise. Kabak is able to tidy up and put the ball out of play for a throw-in. Liverpool 0, Aston Villa 0. Liverpool looking for a goal from open play for the first time this year at Anfield in the league, as a ball hurled forward Tied up by Phillips at the back. That's a short back pass though, and Alisson just gets there. He won't thank his central defender for that one. Did well under pressure in the end to sidestep the onrushing Trezeguet and knock the ball long downfield. It's Alisson. It's completely different without the tash, I have to say. Completely looks fairly clean shaven now as the ball is played down the right hand touchline by Alexander-Arnold. Picked up in midfield by Nakamba. He loses possession though. Here's Firmino. Wijnaldum out to the far side for Salah. Now Wijnaldum again. Alexander-Arnold puts the ball in, looking for Jota at the far post. Cleared away though. Picked up by Fabinho. Back to the halfway line. And all the way back to the goalkeeper before he works it out to Phillips. Of course, Villa missing Jack Grealish again this afternoon. They've done quite well to get to this point in the game and to have not mentioned the Villa captain. But he suffered a setback in training. Dean Smith actually admitting that he pushed Grealish a bit too hard in training to come back, and he's going to be out for a couple of weeks potentially. He's been on the way back from a shin injury, but no word on what this new injury is. It was a recurrence of the old one. It was a real blow though. They expected him back last week when they played Fulham. He wasn't in the squad, and Smith revealed on Friday afternoon that he won't be back for a couple of weeks. They haven't been the same team without him. Throwing for Villa on the far side. 10 minutes, just over 10 minutes to go until half time. Liverpool 0, Aston Villa 0. Throw in, looking for Watkins, who's not seen too much of the ball in this game. Headed clear. Eventually goes out of play for a throw in on the far side to Villa. Target will take. Finds McGinn. It's a kick from behind by Milner. And McGinn will take the free kick quickly. Whipped out to this right hand side for Matty Cash. Storming forward. Cash will go for goal. It's a bouncing effort. Alisson gets behind it. Easy enough save for the Liverpool goalkeeper. He blows it out for Kabak. Amazing to think that Villa beat Liverpool 7-2 when Liverpool still had Virgil van Dijk and Joe Gomez in the side. You might think that with all their injury problems this year, that was one of the results that they suffered after they lost those two, but both played that night. They're just torn to shreds that evening. That's a lovely ball through. Here's a chance. McGinn with a shot. Again, a daisy cutter and an easy save. Not too much to write home about there, but that was a lovely ball through from Traore in the build-up. Now it's onto the halfway line. It's poked down this left-hand touchline. Jota scrambling after it. Cash heading back towards his own goal. Chipped out by Martinez. One in the air by Milner. Chested down for Firmino. Firmino will go down this left-hand side. Good position to pull it back. Edge of the box. Finds Salah. Salah will curl it over the bar. Good finish from Salah. It's a bit better from him. At least hit the target there. Mo Salah could become the first Liverpool player to reach 20 Premier League goals in 3 separate seasons. He's got 18 so far. Certainly fancy he'd get to 20 before the end of the campaign. Although not with shooting like that. Scored against Arsenal last week. Very tidy finish through the legs of Bernd Leno. Arsenal were poor last week and Liverpool took full advantage. They played well again here, the Reds, without getting the goals that play deserved. They went in 0-0 at half-time last week actually against Arsenal, so I don't think there'll be any sign of panic in the fact they aren't winning, and there's still time to go in this first half. Douglas Luiz goes down on the edge of the centre circle, and it's a free kick. Villa not in a great rush to take it. Douglas Luiz is the man who will just knock it short to Konsa. He finds Traore. Traore's touching field though wasn't picked up by Nakamba, but they do win it back, Villa. Here's Luiz. Now Nakamba again. Nakamba tries to switch the play, but again he's picked off, giving the ball away quite a few times, Nakamba, in this first half. It's played out to the right hand side, and here come Liverpool. Alexander-Arnold charging forward, just cuts in field, keeps possession, 30 yards from goal, works it to Jota, into the box now. Jota, right-footed, curls it straight down the throat of Martinez. And we are into the 12th hour of Liverpool having yet to score from open play in the league. Martinez hasn't been tested too often. The big chance was that one that Salah put wide of the post. Jota's header was a decent opportunity as well. Here is Jota. And Robertson down the left-hand side. 69% possession in favour of Liverpool. Robertson takes the throw in, finds Jota. Picked up in midfield by Cash. He's wrestled to the ground. And it will be a free kick. I don't think the Liverpool players are too happy with how often Paul Tierney is blowing his whistle at the moment. Fizzed out to the far side for Target. Target back in field now for Luiz. Luiz picks it up. It's towards the halfway line before spreading it out to Cash. Cash on to Traore. They try and work the 1-2, but they weren't on the same page there, and it'll just trickle out of play for a goal kick. Liverpool will get back underway with a short pass out from the back. Liverpool 0, Aston Villa 0, and the chances have come and gone for both sides in this first half. It's now 12 hours since Liverpool last scored a goal from open play, but they've had, as I say, some good opportunities. Best of the chances fell to Mo Salah, but not far behind that was a headed opportunity for Diogo Jota, who's been in such good form for Liverpool of late. Scored against Arsenal with his head last week, but couldn't convert on this occasion. Corner played in from Robertson, and Jota from around 7 yards out, heading over the crossbar. Also been a couple of efforts from the edge of the box, forcing Martinez into action, whilst at the other end of the field, Alisson Becker has finally made a couple of saves for Liverpool. Both of them fairly routine thus far. Their best chance is still that Konsa header, which he sent over the bar. Somehow it's still 0-0. As here's Salah, works it across the box, and now a chance for Arnold. Alexander-Arnold's shot is blocked inside the penalty area, headed clear. Villa scrambling desperately to try and clear the ball away. And Traore has it now. He might be able to counter-attack here. Ball in behind from McGinn. Now Nakamba. And that counter-attacking opportunity has gone. And they have to go back to Konsa inside their own half. And they've found a way out on a couple of occasions now. It was difficult in the first 20 minutes for Villa really to get out of their own half, but they have been better at beating the press as the ball is played over the top, looking for Watkins. Cleared away. And then down the line it goes, out of play for a throw-in. This weekend, a reverse of those crazy games that we had in October. Think about the fact that before Liverpool and Villa clashed, first time this season, Tottenham beat Manchester United by 6-1 at Old Trafford, and you thought, well, that's the craziest result you'll see this weekend. As ball's given away by Nakamba, and here come Liverpool. Firmino back to Salah. Oh, that's a very heavy pass to Salah, pushing him wide, but he keeps possession. Salah just rolls it back towards Alexander-Arnold. Low cross comes in, drops it on the edge of the box. Now Wijnaldum, his first cross is blocked, comes back to him. Second one is blocked as well. But Milner keeps it inside the penalty area. Wijnaldum with it again. Wijnaldum gets the cross in, and Martinez gleefully jumps on that one. Did well enough there to stop any sort of scoring opportunity being created, Aston Villa. But going back to what I was saying before, I think when Tottenham beat Manchester United 6-1, that would be the biggest result of the weekend. But then for Liverpool to lose 7-2, and their title defence wasn't over like it is now. And as I said before, they had Van Dijk and Gomez at the back. It really was quite the results as Villa are coming forward here. McGinn slips it through. Here's a chance for Watkins, and Villa have scored. Turned into the back of the net by Ollie Watkins, who got a hat-trick against Liverpool earlier in the season, and he's opened the scoring here, and Liverpool's home problems continue. Just before half-time, Aston Villa have taken the lead. Liverpool 0, Aston Villa 1, and it's Ollie Watkins with his 4th goal of the season against Liverpool. Hat-trick last time these sides met in the league, and he's opened the scoring at Anfield here. McGinn with a nice disguise pass to Watkins on the edge of the box. Watkins still had plenty of work to do though, as his first touch wasn't great, but he managed to get the shot away, and it goes underneath Alisson. The goalkeeper will be disappointed he hasn't kept that one out, but we do finally have the breakthrough. It's been a game full of chances. Neither side has been able to take them, but Watkins has got one now. It's Liverpool 0, Aston Villa 1, and is it going to be a 7th straight league defeat for Liverpool at Anfield? Alisson looking very disappointed with themselves, as you might expect. Really should have kept that one out. First time I thought perhaps he'd just managed to beat him with his pace there, Watkins, with the shot, but the replays show that it wasn't actually that powerful an effort. As I say, I think he probably should have done better there, the Liverpool goalkeeper. As Liverpool win themselves a free kick. And so, 1-0 to Aston Villa. Are they going to do the double over Liverpool for the first time since the inaugural Premier League season? Giving themselves a great opportunity here. It will firmly move them back into European contention as well. It's getting very congested in the top half of the Premier League table. They've moved just 2 points behind Liverpool with a win this afternoon. As Liverpool concede possession, will be a Villa throw. Maybe no rush to take this one. This is a far from ideal preparation for that massive Champions League game against Real Madrid at home. We won't have the fans roaring them on to try and complete another remarkable European comeback in midweek. And they find themselves behind in this game. Watkins is 14th of the season for Villa. We're going to have 3 minutes added on time at the end of the first half, mainly due to that Douglas Luiz injury. Throw in to be taken by Villa. Down the line it goes for Traore. Wins his side another throw. I wonder whether Klopp will make changes at half-time. Wasn't afraid to make a change in the first half against Real Madrid the other night. Brought on Thiago for Keita. I'm not sure Firmino's had the desired impact this afternoon. There's winding up a long throw here is Cash. Eventually goes short to Watkins. Back to Cash. Those two make a bit of a mess of it, and it's won back by Jota. Liverpool can't say they haven't had chances in this game though to go ahead before now. Salah and Jota, two most guilty parties. As Liverpool play it short out from the back. Watkins, by the way, is the first player to score as many as 4 Premier League goals against Liverpool in a season since Andre Arshavin did so for Arsenal. It's a ball over the top, and there's nearly a mistake at the back. It's going to come to Jota, but he's been pushed wide here. Jota still in the box, pulls it back. Here's a shooting chance. It comes towards a far post. Here's Firmino, and he chips it into the back of the net, and it's the equaliser. They couldn't clear their lines, and Firmino has levelled things up in first half stoppage time. Through a ball that wasn't cut out by Villa when it should have been. And Firmino's chipped it into the back of the net. And Liverpool weren't behind for long, and the goal drought is over as well. They're going to have a look at this, though. There's a suspicion that maybe Jota was offside, but the ball was played through to him, and you think the Cash should probably cut that out. And from there, it all unravels for Villa. Ball bouncing around inside the box, eventually comes to Firmino, who's cool under pressure, chips it into the back of the net. And we have the equalising goal before half-time. As I say, they weren't behind for long. I think there might be a VAR review of this goal. Not too much of a celebration, but looks like the goal is going to stand. And Liverpool, let's have another look. Yeah, they are checking it now. Was there a touch off Cash on the way through? He looked to cut it out, completely missed the ball. And that's what they're looking at on the screen now, is whether Cash touched it on its way through. And therefore, Firmino wasn't offside. But I think we're going to have a bit of a delay here whilst they work out whether there's a goal or not. Matty Cash will be hoping he doesn't touch that, because I think there's a chance that Firmino is maybe offside. It is very tight though, as the lines are coming out now. I think he's going to get away with it though, actually. Sorry, whether Jota's offside in the build-up. It looks to me like he's just behind Ezri Konsa. So it looks like this goal is going to stand, or is the elbow? Well, it's got to be a ball-playing body part though, isn't it? And they're drawing the line from around about the elbow of Jota. And that is offside. If that's where they're going to mark it, it's offside. The goal won't count. Quite remarkable. He looks like he's level for all the world, but that is an extremely tight offside call. Just before half-time, Liverpool think they've got level, but VAR says, sorry Jurgen, not today. Offside, the call in the end after a VAR review. Roberto Firmino had coolly finished the chance after a mistake at the back. The ball played through. Matty Cash looked to cut it out. He missed it. Jota ran onto it, and from there it all unravelled for Villa. The ball eventually dropping to Firmino, chipped it into the back of the net. Cash was a relieved man though, because the VAR review, after drawing the lines, and it was incredibly close, has decided that Jota was offside when the ball was played to him, and so Villa look like they'll go in at the break 1-0 up. Incredibly close, that decision. Not the first time that a tight VAR call has gone against Liverpool against Aston Villa. I think it was Mane, was it last season? His armpit was just offside. And so it's going to finish 1-0 at the end of the first half. And Ollie Watkins' goal has given Aston Villa the victory, given the 3 points as it stands. But 45 minutes still to go. Join us for second half commentary shortly. Half-time at Anfield, Liverpool 0, Aston Villa 1. Ollie Watkins' 14th goal of the season, 4 of which have now come against Liverpool, separates the sides at the break. Mistake by Alisson, who probably should have kept out Watkins' shot. We waited 43 minutes for the opening goal, but there have been plenty of chances before then. Salah and Jota had missed 2 great opportunities for Liverpool, and then right at the stroke of half-time, VAR ruling out a Roberto Firmino equaliser. Very tight call in the end. Liverpool's wait for a half-time at Anfield, and it's Liverpool 0, Aston Villa 1. Ollie Watkins' 14th goal of the season, 4 of which have now come against Liverpool, separates the sides at the break. Watkins managing to get his shot away, and the ball squeezing under Alisson 3 minutes before half-time. There'd been some great chances for Liverpool before then, who have now gone 12 hours without a goal from open play. Jota and Salah missing the target, whilst VAR ruled out a Firmino equaliser right at the end of half-time.
I think they weren't very sharp that day. There were a few goals that Spurs scored that were very avoidable in terms of the quick set piece that Harry Kane took after he'd done it like 2 or 3 weeks earlier against Southampton. So I think United need to be very much aware of Harry Kane dropping off the line today and feeding the likes of Heung-min Son, because he is a man in absolute form right now, directly involved in 12 goals in his last 8 games.
Wow.
I'm glad I wasn't at that game. I mean, I think I did the podcast on here that night, and I just thought with Ben Haynes, and he's obviously Tottenham, and I was just thinking, oh my goodness. But yeah, I mean, I think Manchester United's defence has really come on leaps and bounds since then. I think, Harry Maguire looks a little bit more assured. Luke Shaw, obviously, and I think we just look better defensively. I still think there's a lot to do. I think we cause our own problems when we play out from the back. The other day in the Europa League, it was Route 1. Lindelof got the ball, played it to Rashford, he scored. And I don't really like Route 1 football, but I think we don't really have ball players in the back line at Manchester United. Harry Maguire at Leicester was an absolute baller, wasn't he? Ball player, received the ball, ran out from the back with the ball. Whereas at this moment in time, I think Manchester United cause our own problems. We play out from the back, play into Fred and McTominay. They lose the ball, and then the other team comes straight down our throats. So I hope that, we don't see that against Tottenham again.
You know what? I think the teams that do well in the Premier League are the teams that have a more or less, and Dave, you'll probably tell if I'm right here, settled back four, settled 2 centre-halves and keeper. If you've got that and they're settled, you more or less are going to have a half-decent side. Obviously, you've got to have players going forward that are scoring goals as well. But Man United have been in and out. They are getting better. I completely agree they're getting better. But I think there's so much more to come from United if they can keep hold of the correct players. We need standard of players being signed at Man United of Bruno Fernandes standard that are going to affect football matches all the time. That's the standard Man United need to sign.
I think in terms of the impacts of Bruno Fernandes, and the stats are absolutely incredible. He's close to Messi and Lewandowski in Europe. If we look at the goal stats, he's third in the Premier League. He's second for assists. He's top for chances created. And I think that impact has been absolutely massive for United. But it is about building around him. I think at times he gets isolated at number 10, where you think Manchester City, they play the 2-3-8s at times, or their attacking structure, there is 2 players inside left, inside right. They're in the interiors. They're in the half space.
1-0 against Aston Villa with a chance if they can turn things around to move into the top 4 until later at least. So much on the line for Liverpool today. Liverpool fans no doubt will be hugely frustrated with that VAR call just before the break. Danny Higginbotham, Tim Howard, Rebecca Lowe with you this Saturday morning. The Geico first half highlights then look like this, Tim. Mo Salah had a couple of chances.
Well, Liverpool were good in the opening half, and Mo Salah gets himself on the opposite side from where he usually is. Good strike. Emi Martinez stands up strong to it to keep it out at the near post.
Another chance here for Salah.
Making shows a lack of confidence, and when you make that extra pass, it enables defenders to get back into shape. Last season, when Salah gets the ball, he doesn't look to try and pass it. He goes one-on-one, tries to put the ball in the back of the net. But now, you're giving the opposition time to get behind the ball, and that's what Villa are doing. What
do you see second half happening?
Well, I think Villa just need to play quicker. We talked about it before the game. They're too slow in midfield. There is space in the wide areas, particularly Matty Cash and Target on the other side. They're just not using it quick enough. But if they get it there, Ollie Watkins will get himself another goal.
OK, coming next, a Dallas double put Manchester City to the sword at the Etihad, giving Leeds United quite the result, with 10 men beating the league leaders 2-1. You'll see the biggest moment when we come back. He was not happy.
We may be in a touchless world, but we can still touch people's lives by staying in touch and showing you care. Because now, each time you order online or tap in store with your MasterCard at restaurants and grocery stores, MasterCard will donate to Stand Up to Cancer, one precious cent at a time, up to $5 million. Together, we can start something priceless.
Hi, Dad. This is our maker's moment, and we make it remarkable.
Phone it in to 1-800-FARMERS and you can get all sorts of home policy perks, like the claim-free discount. Go 3 years without a claim and get a discount.
Just by phoning it in?
Just phone it in.
Yeah, just phone it in and save money for being claim-free. Even if I switch to Farmers today?
Yep, 3 years claim-free with any home insurance.
I'm phoning it in and saving money for literally doing nothing.
Get your policy perks by calling 1-800-FARMERS. Go ahead, phone it in.
Phone it in, why don't you?
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
At the Etihad at 1-1, Leeds down a man. This is the winner in the 91st minute, Danny.
It was absolutely brilliant from Leeds United, full of energy. And it's Dallas that goes through, gets his second goal of the game. He's been a standout performer for Leeds this season. To be down to 10 men and still asking questions of Manchester City in the last minute. It's a lovely ball from Alioski. And then you see Dallas, he's got the energy to get up from that midfield area because they've been defending so much for the majority of the game. And it's a wonderful finish and a great end for Leeds United.
And you said it was the biggest result of the season.
Without question.
Don't think Tim Howard agreed with you. More on that discussion, no doubt, in Goal Zone today on NBC at 2:30. Make sure you stay with us all day as we build up to Palace against Chelsea from 12 here on NBCSN with the London Derby at 12:30. Then, as I say, Goal Zone until 3.
The Premier League on NBCSN is brought to you by SafeLight. SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Replace. And by Verizon. The network more people rely on gives you more.
It's so busted, you can't use this part of the screen.
Definitely cracked every phone I've owned.
You broke your phone, so Verizon broke the rules. For the first time ever, new and current customers can trade in their old and damaged phones for up to $1,000 off our best 5G phones.
My phone is old, very old.
Old, cracked, water damaged, doesn't matter.
I'm ready for something new.
Now, trade up to the 5G network you deserve with the 5G phone you want. Because at Verizon, the network is just the beginning.
I thought I was getting my floors clean, and then I learned my mop could be loaded with bacteria. So I got a Swiffer WetJet to get a cleaner clean. The spray breaks down dirt, and the pad absorbs it deep inside. Bye-bye.
Try WetJet with a money-back guarantee.
This is a big deal. Now at healthcare.gov, millions more people can afford health coverage. Due to the COVID relief law, you can pay less with financial help. In fact, 4 out of 5 customers can get a plan for under $10 a month. From doctor visits to preventive services to prescription drugs, these are quality plans. You can do this. You can have coverage as soon as May 1st if you sign up now at healthcare.gov.
Meet Greenlight Max, the simple way to teach your kids to invest. Download the Greenlight app so they can get started safely with you by their side. They'll research stocks to buy, you'll approve them. Try Greenlight Max for free when you join today.
It's a wish list on wheels. A choice that requires no explanation. It's where safe and daring seamlessly intersect. It's understated, yet over-delivers. It is truly the Mercedes-Benz of sports sedans. The 2021 C-Class, starting at just $41,600.
Liverpool fan Sheamus might have one eye on the game at Anfield, but tomorrow his attention will turn towards WWE's biggest event of the year. He's on Sunday's WrestleMania card, All of the action gets going tonight at 8 Eastern and continues tomorrow over on Peacock. Go to peacocktv.com. Now, tell us, what do you love most about Premier League mornings? You can send us a video to NBC Sports Soccer accounts on Twitter or Instagram. Use the hashtag MyPLMorning, and you could well be featured on an upcoming documentary that celebrates you, the American Premier League supporter. We're back to Anfield next. Ollie Watkins, who got a hat-trick against Liverpool in October, has opened his account in this one today. Liverpool are making chances, but they're not finishing them yet. To Merseyside for the second half next.
Still lots of room, just more to view. Still the big move, just more moving. Still singing, just more in tune. Still hard to find a spot, just easier to park. Still the gang's all here, just less are we there yet. The Chevy family of SUVs, making life's journey just better.
Waiting for your next salon visit, but roots are already showing? Magic Root Cover-Up by L'Oreal Paris. 3 seconds to flawless roots. 3, 2, 1, roots gone. And perfectly blended with your hair color. Magic Root Cover-Up, the #1 root concealer in the world by L'Oreal Paris.
When you take Jägermeister's 56 botanicals and blend them with rich cold brew coffee, you get a unique spirit that's like no other. New Jägermeister cold brew coffee.
You're finally doing it. Chasing your dreams and following your heart to a new beginning. At Amica, we believe in life's extraordinary experiences. So much so that we built a company around it. With every phone call, every quote, every claim, we are an insurance company that delivers an experience that meets the only standards higher than ours. Yours. Experience Amica. Auto, home, and life insurance.
It's time to get back on track. The run for the roses.
And they're into the stretch.
The Kentucky Derby. Saturday, May 1st on NBC.
Anfield, Villa lead Liverpool by a 1-0 to Andy Townsend and Jim Proudfoot. We'll see you at full time.
.45 minutes to be able to salvage the situation. They will, I'm sure, have talked during the half-time interval of the first meeting between these two last season, where Aston Villa led for an extensive period of time before Liverpool scored twice in 3.5 minutes to turn it around and come from behind to claim a victory. Needing something similar today.
Didn't see a lot of it, did he, in the first half? But made that all-important touch. Strike to get his team in front.
Milner launching it long. Now Mings not taking any chances, covering the run of Diogo Jota. Alexander-Arnold.
Just that little pass there from Mo Salah. And that's kind of typified Liverpool. After 46 and a bit minutes, Jurgen Klopp, I'm sure at half-time, said keep it going, but we need a bit more care just with the final pass, the final decision. If we get that, I've no worries. But that little pass there from Mo Salah to Trent Alexander-Arnold, far too heavy.
Crunching coming together there between Trezeguet and Phillips. Both players with an eye for the ball, and a clash of knees was the result. As Villa's late comeback against Fulham last week that brought them their first win in 5 games. Welcome return to form, particularly in front of goal. Martinez claiming the latest ball played in Mo Salah's direction.
Good goalkeeping that. Nice and alive and alert, and anticipating that Andy Robertson is looking for Mo Salah.
Well, Martinez has got the highest save percentage of any of the Premier League.
And to go into the book, joining Ezri Konsa. Ball played out to the far side now for Robertson. He goes back to midway inside the Villa half before picking the ball up again. Now here's Wijnaldum. And now on to Phillips. Phillips forward towards Firmino. Nice touch by him. Steps away from one. Good run by Firmino. Edge of the box. Shot is eventually blocked up into the air. And that's catching practice in the end for Martinez. Martinez in no rush to take it. And already you feel like Villa are winding down the clock, trying to take as much time off the clock as they can in the second half, and who can blame them? Yes, quite a few teams have won at Anfield this season, but still be a fantastic achievement. Been some real surprise winners at Anfield: Burnley, Brighton, Fulham. The ball's chipped through. Here's an opportunity now for Salah, who's been by far Liverpool's most dangerous player. Now Robertson with the low cross, cleared away. Back to Milner, out wide to Robertson. Now Salah, edge of the box, slips it through. Here's a chance, an opportunity to pull the ball back. Firmino waits too long, eventually gets the cross in, and it comes to Wijnaldum. Now back to Salah. Salah dribbles his shot across the face of goal and wide. That was good play by Liverpool. Thought they'd overplayed it, but eventually were able to fashion an opportunity. Wijnaldum did well. Trying to see if it took a touch on the way through. It did. Corner taken quickly, edge of the box. Wijnaldum fizzes it back out to Alexander-Arnold. Good crossing position, drills it in towards the edge of the 6-yard box, headed behind for another corner kick. Good start to the second half by Liverpool. They trail by a goal to nil if you're just joining us. And Alexander-Arnold will take this corner. Outswinger, but not far enough away from Martinez, who takes the catch. That's exactly what you want. Under a bit of pressure, your goalkeeper to come out and take a catch like that. Solid goalkeeping from the Arsenal shot stopper. Plenty of Arsenal fans were sorry to see him go. He's been very good for Villa this season. I think only City have kept more clean sheets than Villa in the Premier League this year. So, looking pretty solid. And that throw is going to be taken by Villa. Flicked in field. One back by Liverpool. They've done that well in this game, just not been able to convert their dominance into goals. As it's fizzed through, looking for Jota, getting too much on that pass, and it's gone out of play for a goal kick. Sadio Mane warming up. What he'd give for a goal. Jurgen Klopp talking about how his lack of goals recently is starting to affect him. That's partly why you think he's probably been dropped this afternoon to the bench. He does have a great strike rate against Villa. He not only scored the fastest ever hat-trick against Aston Villa in playing for Southampton, but he's also got 8 goals in total in 7 appearances. As Liverpool on the back foot here. Watkins, edge of the box, slips it to Targett. Targett's cross is blocked well by Alexander-Arnold. Goes out of play for a throw-in on the left-hand side. Certainly Villa carrying a threat on the counter-attack. Lead by a goal to nil. Throw in inside the box. It's clipped back to the edge of the penalty area, brought down by Traoré. Traoré's going to have a shot here, and it's across the face of goal and wide. And that's not the worst effort from Bertrand Traoré. Never really caught it. You got the sense looking at the way the ball rolled past the post, but well worked by Villa. Edge of the box. Traoré trying to wrap his foot around it and bend it. Didn't quite come off. Now it comes to Watkins again. Watkins, good challenge from behind by Phillips. Needed to make that tackle. Otherwise Watkins was away and maybe through on goal. And now here come Liverpool over the halfway line. Robertson feeds it out to the far side and then gets the ball back. Robertson crossing position. Can he get the cross? And he does, but it's not the best and cleared away by Konsa. Lively start to the second half, where maybe Liverpool still feeling hard done by about that goal being ruled out just before half-time via VAR. Although we'll come back to that because Villa are coming forward and edge of the box. It's Trezeguet into the penalty area now. Trezeguet push wide and he just runs the ball out of play eventually. But this is end-to-end stuff at the minute at Anfield. No side taking a breather. And that means the commentator can't take a breather either. Liverpool 0, Aston Villa 1. Liverpool push back a little bit. Lively start to the second half at Anfield, where Villa still lead by a goal to nil. Maybe Liverpool still feeling a little bit hard done by about that VAR goal, which had more than a hint of controversy about it. But they've been wasteful in front of goals so far. It's over 12 hours since they scored from open play in the league, and they've missed another opportunity at the start of the second half. Ball coming towards Salah in the box. He tried to perhaps just squeeze it through a crowd of Aston Villa players. It took a touch on its way through and rolled behind for a goal kick. At the other end of the field, Villa are looking dangerous on the counter-attack. Liverpool are gambling early here, pushing men forward. It's end-to-end stuff, and that has given Villa the opportunity to counter. They created a good opportunity for Traoré, tried to wrap his foot around it, but bent it wide of the target. As Liverpool have the corner kick, headed away by Mings. Comes to the edge of the box, where it's driven back in by Salah, blocked by a Villa player. Good block as well, important one. So it was well struck by Mo Salah. Alexander-Arnold switches the ball out to the far side and it's flicked on inside the box. Shot across the face of goal and wide again. And it's Jota with the effort. And I think the flag had stayed down this time. Although Villa were pretty convinced that it should have been an offside. It was tight as well. Goal kick for Villa then. No rush to take this, as you might imagine. Chipped out to Targett. There's definitely more goals in this game. But a good start to the second half. Ball down the touchline. Collected by Villa and by Watkins, but he's lost possession and it's going to come back the other way now. Real open field to the game. Nobody's really got to measure control. Ball is played in behind, lovely running behind. Shot comes in, great save, but it's going to be turned into the back of the net. And Liverpool have the equaliser, and it's Mo Salah, as you might expect, who has made it 1 apiece. Fantastic save by Emi Martinez to keep out Robertson's strike, but Mo Salah scores all kinds of goals, and there from close range couldn't really miss. Well, Liverpool back on level terms. Liverpool 1, Aston Villa 1, and it's Mo Salah with his 19th Premier League goal of the season. A poacher's goal, this one. Andy Robertson played in. He's been lively in the second half, up and down that left-hand flank, working hard, and he was played into the box. The Scot managed to get an excellent shot away, forcing an equally good save from Martinez. But there was Salah to nod the ball into the back of an unguarded net to make it 1 apiece. It's been a frenetic start to the second half, end-to-end stuff. I don't think the goal scoring's done yet. It's Liverpool 1, Aston Villa 1. The ball is played over the top, looking for Trezeguet. He's beaten in the air. And it's going to come back out to the far side where Traoré's lost it. Tries to win it back, but Liverpool have possession. Really good feel about this game. Like I said, the game I covered last weekend ended 4-3 between Napoli and Crotone, so that was a fun one to do. And this one is shaping up to be as enjoyable. Don't think we'll have as many goals as that, but certainly plenty of opportunities. Liverpool will feel they might be able to go on and win this now. Mo Salah ending that long goal drought in the league from open play at home. As the ball is played over the top, looking for Jota, headed clear onto the chest of Salah, midway inside the Villa half. Then ball is drifted in, looking for Jota again. He just eases his man out, but foul play by Jota according to our referee, and that will be a free kick inside the box. Martinez in no hurry to take this. Just under an hour played. Liverpool 1, Aston Villa 1. Independent off-tube studio commentary coverage if you are just joining us. The ball is fizzed forward onto the chest of Firmino. Now it's out to Salah. Here come Liverpool again, looking to go ahead for the first time this afternoon, but that ball in behind is cut out by Mings. The game is being played at such a frenetic pace. Mings has been fouled according to our referee Paul Tierney on the halfway line, so a free kick for Liverpool, for Villa I should say. Jurgen Klopp doesn't agree with that decision, looking at his face. And there's a slight touch on the back of the shirt of Watkins from Kabak, but that's not enough to make him go down. Anyway, free kick on the halfway line, drifted over the top for Traore's touch completely deserts him there, and it goes straight behind for a goal kick. And it was poor from Traore. Expect him to do a little bit better. As the ball is back with Phillips at the back for Liverpool. It goes to the near side for Alexander-Arnold. He finds Wijnaldum. Back to Alexander-Arnold. Given away though. Wijnaldum lost it inside his own half. Now it's out to McGinn, but Alexander-Arnold so quick he can just get back across, win the ball for his side, and then finds Wijnaldum to carry it forward for the home side. Again, they've lost possession though. Wijnaldum giving the ball away twice in quick succession. And now it's with Villa. Douglas Luiz, though, he gives the ball away. Mistakes galore in that spell. As Liverpool coming forward now down the left-hand side with Robertson. 2 to aim for in the box. Puts the ball in. Headed away by Mings. Might drop on the edge of the penalty area, but cleared away before it reaches him. And then there's a shove by Alexander-Arnold to try and stop Traore getting away from him. As the shove stops Alexander-Arnold making any progress. And Trezeguet's been a little bit slow to get to his feet, in fact. It's okay. He's going to be okay to continue. Ball played down this left-hand touchline. Fighting away from it with it is Ollie Watkins. But Phillips does well. A real baptism of fire for Phillips and Kabak. As the ball is over the top, Watkins has brought this down inside the box. Watkins turns away, pulls it back to McGinn, off the inside of the post and back out, and McGinn misses on the follow-up. What an opportunity that was for Villa to go ahead. Trezeguet with the effort it was. Just a hit and hope ball over the top. Comes to Watkins, back to Trezeguet, and with the outside of the boot, he bends it away from Becker. It's off the post, back out. And then he nearly turns in the rebound from close range. I mean, the first time in a long time we've had two Egyptians on the score sheet. Two different Egyptians on the score sheet in a Premier League match. Had Trezeguet turn that into the back of the net, but oof, that was a real let-off for Liverpool. Should have been 2-1 to Villa, that. As it is, still one apiece. Salah's equaliser. This is a really entertaining second half. Ball is played over the top. Chasing after this one is Watkins. The ball's been put into the stands, but Villa carrying more of a threat in this second half. They've made some adjustments at half time, and they look dangerous going forward. As Target comes forward to take the throw, midway inside Liverpool's half of the field. Thrown in towards Watkins. He does well to hold it up. Plays it back towards the edge of the box. Can't find Traore though, intended target. Now it's Jota. He finds Robertson. Robertson can't sprint away from Traore. Now it's Firmino on the halfway line. Back to Fabinho. Two Brazilians combining for Liverpool. Fabinho allowed to come into the Villa half and then finds Alexander-Arnold on the right hand side. Back to Fabinho. He's been pushed back inside his own half and it's gone all the way back to Alisson in goal for the Reds. Think about how few goals Liverpool conceded last season. I mean, it's so difficult to defend the Premier League title. It's not something that many teams have done all that often. I thought this Liverpool side would be good enough to do it, but not been able to mount a serious defence of that league title. Now in danger of missing out on the top four and Champions League qualification. So coming forward here with Robertson. Robertson loses possession, wins it back quickly though. He's been very good in the second half, Andy Robertson. Sliding challenge by Milner, and that's going to be a yellow card for James Milner. He caught Nakamba. Milner pleading his case, but I think he was just a little bit slow there to react, the Liverpool captain. I think he's got something on the ball. I think he might be right actually, looking at the replays, but he did catch Nakamba as well. And it will be a free kick for Villa. Oh, Trezeguet, just looking at that effort at goal, which hit the outside of the post. So unlucky not to have put Villa back ahead in that moment. Really fine effort at goal. Ball played out towards Trezeguet. We've had a change actually whilst we were looking at replays of that chance. And Nakamba has gone off and Barkley on. Can't help but think that's because Barkley might make a better job of retaining possession. I imagine McGinn might drop a little bit deeper now to screen that back four. Here's Wijnaldum. And push wide. Finds Alexander-Arnold. Now Fabinho. He looks it across to this far left-hand side now. Liverpool 1, Aston Villa 1. Good game between these two sides. Very well matched at the minute. Nice turn by Firmino. Comes to Milner. Straight down the throat of Martinez. Caught it first time. The former Villa man, but can't notch against his former club. Liverpool 1, Aston Villa 1, but Villa have come within the width of a post of going back ahead in this game. Trezeguet with a fantastic effort outside of the boot, bent it away from Alisson, but it came back off the post, and then Trezeguet was nearly able to follow up his own initial effort, but headed wide of the target. Villa have looked more dangerous in the second half. Whatever adjustments Dean Smith made at the break are working well. They've made their first change with Nakamba going off and Ross Barkley coming on. The other end of the field, Liverpool have not really been able to build on getting back on level terms in this game, and the chances have dried up for them, and it remains Liverpool 1, Aston Villa 1. The ball is through for Martinez. And he will take his time before picking that one up under no real pressure. Again, it's pretty good at winding down the clock, Emi Martinez. Ball one in the air by Liverpool though. They're not winning all the second balls now, as they were in the first half. It's a little bit harder for them to get on top in this game, and they aren't dominating the midfield. As it looks like Bertrand Traoré is going to have to go off here. And yet, he's been replaced by El Ghazi. He took a blow to the ribs, Traoré, a few moments ago, and he's not been able to shake it off. So El Ghazi's on. Regular goal scorer for Villa away from home, as Watkins tries to flick that one infield towards the man who's just come onto the field of play. El Ghazi doesn't quite come off though. And the ball down this touchline bounces out of play for a throw. Throw in taken quickly. Barkley's touch is poor though and gives it straight to Liverpool. Wijnaldum, ball over the top, chases it into the penalty area. Back to goal now, does well to turn away from the attentions of Mings, then finds Salah inside the box. Salah can't quite turn, and now it's back to Alexander-Arnold. His cross is blocked, and that will bounce out of play for a throw in on this near side. Alexander-Arnold has to stop before he takes the throw because Mings has gone down now. He's holding his wrist. Not sure where he hurt that. Or was it his thumb? But he's in quite a bit of discomfort. Tyrone Mings. He might need a bit of treatment next. Okay, he's in real discomfort here. Mings, just looking at it again. In a battle with Wijnaldum. He falls over and lands awkwardly on his wrist. He's a big guy. It's quite a lot of weight to come down on his wrist. As Wijnaldum's day is done, he's off. And Thiago is on for what remains of the game. And there are signs that Thiago is getting used to life at Liverpool. Been playing better in recent weeks after that shocking start in terms of results. Part of teams that didn't win all that often. He won away at Chelsea and he only won a game for 10 matches after that as a Liverpool player when he started. Quite a bit of time out injured as well. As we are into the final 20 minutes of this game, it's flown by. Really enjoyable match. Liverpool 1, Aston Villa 1. As Villa getting as good as they're getting in this second period. Enjoyable to watch. Much more of an even contest between Liverpool and Villa. Despite the fact that Villa went in ahead at the break, it was Liverpool who were the better side in that first period, but not too much to separate them in this second half. I think Mings is okay, but there's quite a lot of weight to land on that wrist, and certainly felt it. It was out of play for a Liverpool throw-in on the far side. Back to the goalkeeper, Alisson. Liverpool looking to end this run of home defeats. It's been a dreadful 2021 so far for them. As Barkley slips that one through. El Ghazi's been pushed wide but gets the cross in. Not a bad cross as well, and Alexander-Arnold clears it away. Might come back to El Ghazi. Milner gets there first. Good ball into the box that. Liverpool defended it quite well. Opportunity to clear their lines now as they go back to Alisson. There's another goal in this game for one of these two sides, so you feel. Ball won back again by Villa. And it's played over the top. Chasing after that one is Trezeguet, but he's not going to get it. That's out of play for a goal kick. You have to go back to 1954 for the last time that Villa had lost 10 competitive fixtures before the end of April. It was beaten by Real Madrid in midweek in the Champions League. What would you make the focus now? The Champions League or the top four finish? The trophy does get you a place in the Champions League, so I think it's got to be the Champions League, hasn't it? Chance to end the season with silverware. As Salah's been upended by Target, and the ref has given the free kick and a yellow card for Matt Target. I'm not sure that was a yellow card offence. Stood his ground, knew what he was doing, but I don't think it was that bad. So free kick then for Liverpool. Robertson will take. Alexander Arnold has just walked away. He's in a good position if they do work it to him here. Robertson's been good in the second half. And Scott, I feel like, will whip this into the box. Even to think about his career trajectory. Robertson clips that one in towards a far post. It's a good ball, punched away though by Martinez, and then Barkley nearly made a mess of the clearance, but second time around gets it away. Jota fouls Trezeguet on the halfway line, and that's a yellow card for Jota now. Robertson's got that yellow card, excuse me. It's Robertson who's actually given away the foul. I don't know what he was doing there. And the referee wants to talk to Andy Robertson as well. Not happy with that tackle. He wasn't the last man. Fabinho was there covering. But certainly, it was a rash tackle. And going to see Sadio Mane introduced then. So the birthday boy coming on for the last 17 minutes of this game. And it's Firmino who goes off. And Firmino just cannot shake this funk he finds himself in at the moment. Mane, I don't think Villa fans will be too happy to see him come onto the field of play. Talked about his good record against Villa in previous encounters. Can he add to it this afternoon? First of all, Liverpool have got to defend a free kick. Target will drift that free kick deep towards the far post. Headed into the air by Mings, then Konsa tries to flick it on, but it's going to come to Mane, who fires the ball out to Salah. Too much on that, and it's picked up by Trezeguet. Trezeguet will chip that one, looking for El Ghazi to make the run through, but it's headed clear by Liverpool. And now Liverpool might be able to counter. Thiago, outside of the boot, finds Salah on this near right-hand side. Salah cuts in off the touchline and goes back inside his own half. Out to the far side it goes. Robertson works it down the line for Jota. Jota into the penalty area, gets the cross in. Mings with the acrobatic clearance. And Trezeguet as well to head it away. He's come alive in the second half for Trezeguet. Same against Fulham, but then he was introduced off the bench in that game, but pretty quiet in the first half, but it's really sprung to life in the second period. Here's Alexander Arnold on this right hand side of the pitch at Anfield, now engulfed in shadow, listening to independent off-tube studio commentary coverage. Liverpool 1, Aston Villa 1. We had late drama in the first Premier League game of the day when Leeds United scored in stoppage time to beat Manchester City by 2-1. Now here's Alexander Arnold. Milner can't quite squeeze that ball through. And picked up by Douglas Luiz. And eventually they go back to Martinez. And he will knock it long downfield and to shield their eyes from the sun, but they win the ball, and now it's Barkley. Barkley's going to have a shot at goal, takes a deflection, but saved by Alisson. Barkley had better options on there. I wonder what the future holds for Ross Barkley. Perhaps the high point was his performance against Liverpool in that 7-2 victory for Villa. Not quite been able to get going as well in subsequent games, as Villa have won it back again. Inside the Liverpool half, Trezeguet on his left-hand side. Watkins gives it back to Trezeguet. Trezeguet, just about runs it out of play. But for a moment, Alexander Arnold giving away the corner, and Trezeguet hurt his knee in the process. Perhaps he either crashed into the hoardings or tried to stop himself. Oh no, it's when he tried to stop himself from running off the pitch, planted his foot and pulled up. It's a painful one for Trezeguet. I don't want to lose him. Played really well in the second half, Trezeguet. He's on the deck and he's in quite a bit of discomfort, and that does not look good for Trezeguet. Grabbing the leg of Alisson, he's in so much discomfort. I fear for Trezeguet here. Just the way he twisted his knee and went down. Villa, I wonder if they're going to have to make another change here. As it stands, Villa will stay 5 points behind Liverpool, who will move to within 2 points of West Ham in 4th place, but they want it to be closer than that. Tottenham could go above Liverpool this weekend if they beat Manchester United. And of course, Chelsea and West Ham have the opportunity to stretch their advantage over the Reds if they win their respective games. Coming up next is the clash between Crystal Palace and Chelsea, a game you can listen to on this service. As Trezeguet is down and getting a bit of treatment, I think he's going to be alright, but player goes down twisting, having twisted his knee or put his weight on his knee in a strange fashion. You do worry. This season he's had more injuries than most. Trezeguet's okay though, he walks off the field and he's going to come back on after that brief bit of treatment, so Villa can breathe a sigh of relief. Here's Phillips. He goes back to Fabinho. Fabinho finds Robertson. Nowhere really to go for Liverpool at the moment. He's head short to Kabak again. But Villa have pressed Liverpool really well in the second half. Been a better second half display by Villa, as that ball is fed in behind, looking for the run of Salah, but it's asking a lot of Salah, and Mings will try and shield it out of play. Fixed as well, actually, to turn away from Salah. Stop because Trezeguet's gone down again, and it might be better just to take him off. I'm not worried about him if he's in that much discomfort. He looks pretty upset, Trezeguet. I think that is the end of his afternoon. Not been able to run it off, whatever it was. It's a sad sight. And it looks like Jacob Ramsey is going to come on. Thought he was going to come on earlier when Douglas Luiz went down, but Ramsey prepared to come on now. Mo Salah has come across to see his compatriot, who is now struggling to get to his feet. He looks visibly upset. It's a bit of a sad sight as Trezeguet is going to be helped off the field of play. Time running out for a winner at Anfield, where it's Liverpool 1, Aston Villa 1. Villa giving as good as they've got in this second half, but they've just lost their best attacking outlet in Trezeguet. And you have to feel sorry for the Villa frontman, who's hit the post this afternoon and now leaves the field in floods of tears. He hurt his knee whilst chasing a ball down the left-hand side, landed awkwardly, twisted his knee, got a bit of treatment, then carried on playing, but has gone down again and is really upset as he leaves the field of play. And you hope that that doesn't interrupt Villa's ability to hold on for what they've got so far, or maybe even extend their advantage. They've played ever so well in this second half. It was all Liverpool in the first half, but Villa have more than matched Jurgen Klopp's men since the break, and Emi Martinez hasn't had a great deal to do since Mo Salah put Liverpool back on level terms. Plenty of time still for a winner in this one. Not too many goal scoring opportunities to speak of in the last 10 minutes or so. Ross Barkley with a shot from range. It's about as good as it's got, but both sides are pressing hard for the winner. Will there be one? Liverpool 1, Aston Villa 1. As a cross into the box is claimed by Martinez. He bowls it out quickly. Up to this near side it goes. And down the touchline. Doesn't find El Ghazi, who's actually switched to this left-hand side now. And we're going to have quite a bit of added on time at the end of the game for that injury to Trezeguet. I feel really sorry for Trezeguet. He looked visibly really upset about that. Must be worried about what type of injury it is, with it being a knee injury. We'll have to wait and see. As the ball has found its way to Alexander-Arnold on the right-hand side. Cuts infield to the middle of the pitch now. Picked up by Fabinho. Fabinho finds Mane, who's not been involved too much. Now it's on to Salah. Back to Mane. Mane turns inside the box, looking to make room for a shot. He's just going to be out-muscled there as the ball rolls out of play for a goal kick. He and Mings coming together. Mings has crashed into the hoardings and dropping like flies in this game at the moment. Going to be okay to continue, Mings, but just for a moment you worry. The game has gone for Aston Villa. And worry about Douglas Luiz's head injury in the first half. So the ball is played over the top. Picked up by Thiago, and then he's flattened, and there's a yellow card for Ollie Watkins. And went in heavily on Thiago. Poor Tierney's now shown more yellow cards than I was expecting this game. That was a late challenge though by Watkins on Thiago. Caught him on the ankle. It's a painful one, I feel, for Thiago. He was okay. It's Kabak. Back to the far side. Did it go out of play? Referee says yes. And it will be a throw-in for Villa. Liverpool just haven't got going since that equaliser. They came out with a bit between their teeth in the second half, but since getting back on level terms, not quite been able to build on that. Been a strange second half performance by them. Play on the far side. Throw in taken short by Villa, and they win another one down on that far side of the field. Again, finds Barkley from the throw. Drifted over the top, looking for Watkins. Watkins clears it away. Watkins beaten to the ball and it's cleared away. And it's dropped on the halfway line for Liverpool. But Salah can't get on the end of Firmino's pass, and it's come out to the far side for Ramsey. Ramsey looking to beat Robertson. Slips as he goes past him though, and Fabinho will pick it up. Just shields that one out of play for a goal kick. Goal kick taken quickly by Alisson into the final 5 minutes of the 90. As I say, I think we'll have a bit of stoppage time at the end of this game for the injury to Trezeguet. Liverpool 1, Aston Villa 1, independent off-tube studio commentary coverage. Ball played out to Thiago on this near side. Now Milner. There's Mane, who's not had much of an impact since being brought on as a sub in the second period. 1-2 between Jota and Robertson. Doesn't quite work out. Ramsey gets back and wins the ball, and then Jota blocks him off, and that will be a free kick for Villa. And Liverpool growing increasingly frustrated. They're going to bring on Sheridan Shaqiri in just a moment, Liverpool. And I hope that maybe the Swiss Maverick can make something happen. Shaqiri can pull a rabbit out of the hat, but it's a bit of a lottery in terms of when that happens. He's gone out of play on the far side, or not quite actually, kept in by Villa, and they've chipped it over the top. Barkley heads it back. Maybe could have brought that down, and his header isn't to anybody in particular. Liverpool win the second ball, but then El Ghazi grabs it. Good play by him. It's a real helter-skelter game. There's not a great deal of quality on show in this game all of a sudden. Being played at such a pace that there's plenty of mistakes as the ball is played over the top. Again, with no real idea of where that was going. Alisson comes off his line and clears it into the stands. And here's El Ghazi. Works it back to Douglas Luiz. Now El Ghazi again on this near side. El Ghazi Got 2 for company. Looks to go past them. Ball breaks inside the penalty area, but not to a white-shirted Villa player. It's cleared away by the home side. So a real strange second-half performance, this one. Throw in to be taken on this near side, but not before Shaqiri comes on. Let's see who's going to be replaced, and it's Kabak who's going to go off, so he's rolling the dice here, Jurgen Klopp. Shaqiri on for the final few minutes of this game. Got 2 minutes of the 90 left to play. I reckon we'll have a couple more added on at least. Go with 4 minutes of added on time at the end of the game, but we'll wait and see as the ball is bowled out to Robertson. He's there to be late drama at Anfield. Now picked up by Mane. Back to Robertson. That's a short pass again though. Mane's just not been able to get going in this game. You can see that he lacks a bit of confidence and lack of conviction in his passing. As Milner takes a quick throw down the far touchline. Poked out a play for another throw for Liverpool. 10 yards from the corner flag on that far side. And comes back towards Thiago. To the halfway line, and Liverpool are going to go back to their goalkeeper again. Thiago back to Alisson. 89 minutes on the clock. Liverpool 1, Aston Villa 1. Villa taking the lead just before half-time. Liverpool equalising through Mo Salah. Here's Shaqiri. Finds the goal scorer Salah. Can't quite keep possession there though. And Target is able to clear it away for Villa. Up towards Watkins, who does well to control the ball. Needs a bit of support now. Watkins switches play, and he might have found Barkley in space here. Barkley, great first touch, edge of the box. Barkley, can he finish now? Fabinho holds him up. Oh, and then they make a real mess of it, Barkley and Ramsey. They get the ball back though, Villa. Again, can't quite squeeze it through to a white shirt though, but that was a glorious chance. They made a real mess of that though, the 2 Villa players. As Thiago has it. To the far side it goes for Robertson. They're in a hurry. I'm not sure Thiago is quite the player you want on the field. As Milner finds Alexander-Arnold, who's dropped centrally here to pick the ball up. Salah, edge of the box, back to Alexander-Arnold. Stands the ball up towards a far post, and it's just over the head of Mane, but it will come to Shaqiri, still inside the box. Edge of the penalty area for Thiago. Thiago shapes to shoot, then gives it back to Shaqiri. Shaqiri drills the ball in. Great save by Martinez. Point blank range. Fantastic stop. Danger not over yet. Alexander-Arnold bends it in. Oh, what a goal from Alexander-Arnold. And the man who is being questioned about his place in the England side has maybe delivered an emphatic answer as to what he can bring to a game. He is just bent in the potential winner to make it Liverpool 2, Aston Villa 1. Trent Alexander-Arnold, what a goal from the young man to put the Reds ahead for the first time in this game. Late drama at Anfield. It's Liverpool 2, Aston Villa 1, and Trent Alexander-Arnold can't keep himself out of the headlines, but he'll be in the headlines for all the right reasons today. But because he's just scored potentially a wonderful winning goal. Liverpool have barely created anything in this second half, but all of a sudden clicked into gear. Ball work to Shaqiri on this near side as we look at it. He whipped in the cross. The effort was brilliantly saved by Martinez, but the ball comes back out to Alexander-Arnold, who gets it onto his right foot, and he bends it into the far corner. He managed to squeeze it through a crowd of bodies. It's tough on Villa, but Liverpool are going to go level on points with West Ham in 4th. They're going to end this losing run at Anfield in the league as well, unless there's more late drama. It's Liverpool 2, Aston Villa 1. And look who's watching in the stands. Gareth Southgate on hand to see that goal for Trent Alexander-Arnold. Yes, he's a right back and not really in the team to score goals, but he's such a special talent. I have to say, I did write a piece on Alexander-Arnold this week defending him and suggesting that it would be a massive mistake not to take him to Euro 2020. And he may well have just come up with a vital winning goal in this game. Excellent effort from Alexander-Arnold. So dangerous with that right foot of his. And in fact, Liverpool will go into 4th place with a win today. Their goal difference is superior to West Ham's. Just seeing the table now as it's been updated. And they will leapfrog the Hammers. We have had 2.5 of the 5 minutes of added on time at the end of this game. Can Villa snatch an equaliser now? As I say, I've seen Villa play so well away from home in these games against the sort of established top 6 sides this season. They came up short against Manchester City late on in that game. You can't help but feel for them again today. Trezeguet going off was a big blow for them. Liverpool 2, Aston Villa 1. Liverpool having to do some defending here though. Barkley goes backwards with his pass. And then it's played into the box. Looking for the head of Konsa, but beaten in the air. Drifted back into the penalty area by Villa, but not to a white-shirted player. And it's cleared away into touch on the far side for a Villa throw. They've got 90 seconds left to try and get themselves a point from this game. Mings. Now back to Konsa. And McGinn. Liverpool dropping deep, looking to protect what they've got now. On the right hand side, cross comes in, it's a good ball as well, headed towards goal and wide of the target, and it was El Ghazi who flung himself at it, got his head to the ball but couldn't hit the target. Great delivery into the box. El Ghazi coming from deep, and Alexander-Arnold lost him. And he scored there. The final few minutes would have been for Alexander-Arnold from the good to the bad. Nearly. Ball headed wide. Jurgen Klopp is really pumped up in his technical area. Well, that is not unusual, I suppose. There's Liverpool leading by 2-1. Independent off-tube studio commentary coverage of this Premier League match. Liverpool taking the lead in stoppage time thanks to Alexander-Arnold's fantastic bending effort. But Villa looking for a late response. Martinez will take this free kick. He needs to hurry. This is probably going to be the last attack of the game. We've had nearly all of the 5 minutes of added on time at the end of this one. Long ball played towards the edge of the penalty area. Mings goes up for it, beaten in the air, and that should be that. And Liverpool coming away with it. Is their chance to get another goal. They've played through Mane. Mane one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Mane is going to go for goal himself, and he shoots straight at Martinez. And there's a mark of a man without too much confidence. And that is the last act of the game. It doesn't matter Mane's miss because Liverpool have picked up a vital 3 points in the battle to finish 4th in the Premier League. Liverpool 2, Aston Villa 1. The Reds coming from behind to end this losing run at Anfield. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll be back with more Premier League action at 5:30 when Crystal Palace.
Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting markets, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget when the match kicks off,